time for my latest unboxing for my backed up orders, auction wins, and giveaways. It's from Scott's House of HO Racing, and that's like my number one auction channel, slot card channel, informational channel, hosted by Scott Daniels, one of the true gentlemen and a real humble cat from the HO slot car world. So he's like one of my favorites, if not my favorite right now. And included with each order or win, you get sometimes a series of stickers with Scott's House of HO Racing, with his motto on the bottom, lights and sparks, and melt some plastic. And some of those stickers I have on my track already, smaller ones. And a handwritten letter, it's par for the course for Scott, because he's such a humble cat. So these were purchases. He says, Ray Randy, thank you for your purchases. A couple of great looking Mustangs. I can't wait to see them zip around your track. Thank you for your friendship and support. Let the ponies run free. Take care, buddy. Scott Daniels, Scott's House of HO Racing. Light some sparks and melt some plastic. So that's Scott for you. That's par for the course. A personal touch. In any event, I'm going to run these cars. These are Johnny Lightning, Thunderjet, non-magnet traction, and traction magnet cars. This is probably as close to an original Aurora model motoring Thunderjet car that you can get, because there are no magnets. You have to drive them. And there's a little bit of drifting. It's a challenge. They're not by no means as fast as any of these cars that I've had. But this is the way it was back in the 60s and 70s when I used to race the Aurora Thunderjet, T-Jet models, model motoring. So in any event, I'm going to do a nice slow 5 laps each. The livery on these cars is so pretty, these Johnny Lightning cars. So anyway, here we go. This is by no means like what you're used to seeing on most tracks, but these are the way the Thunderjets used to run back in the day. Of course, on the banks you could speed up a little. I did have to tweak them a little bit because the guide pin was a little too short and they just slotted a little too often. So I put some longer guide pins my brother gifted me. And my brother Danny Slot Car Sosa. And they're holding on pretty much. Pretty steady. Hardly will be slotting at all. It's a little deeper, the guide pin, and so he's holding on. Coming into my 4th lap. This Mustang is doing really good. Believe it or not, going this slow with no magnets, it takes a bit of skill, because a little too fast you drift outwards, you spin out, you slot. And I'm completing my last lap right now on full force. I got it around what do I have it on? In any event, I have it at I would say around 14 volts. And that makes them a bit more controllable. So that's 5 laps with the white one. Now 5 laps with this red Mustang. This one's a little faster. You see a little drifting happening already. Got to be careful. I don't want to spoil it by... It's a little faster, a little smoother. These cars are old. They're the closest thing to Thunderjets 500 model motoring powered by Aurora But these are by Johnny Lightning, who for a while they were putting on slot cars, producing HO slot cars. As you can see, he bumped against these cumbersome guardrails, which I'm not a fan of. Instead of preventing them from deslotting, they're helping the deslot process. So in any event, he tilted over. Let me go save him. Yeah, these guardrails, I'm gonna wind up replacing them for some drifters. These little parts right here that go connected on the track. This little thing, sometimes the wheels bump against them and they wind up deslotting, and that's not a good thing, especially when you're actually racing against somebody. Your fear of going too quick, because you'll drift, you'll fishtail, and you will hit that little connecting part. So as you can see, he drifts a little bit. And he fell off. But anyway, I think he's a little more sensitive to the juice. Let me turn down the juice to around maybe, who knows, 10 volts. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's a little more controllable, yeah. Definitely is. Nice and smooth. That's the great part about having that adjustable power supply. You can give the adequate amount of voltage to the track that different model cars and makes need to operate smoothly. And that's the case with Johnny Lightning Thunderjet non-magnet, non-traction magnet chassis. So as you can see, nice and smooth. Boom, and here it is. Familia! Catching up on these back orders here. This is Randy Kolke at HO Slot Cars. It is. Have a great night. And light some sparks and melt some plastic.